Yeah, I know, right? When you lose, I guess they use.
You don't get that green bottle.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. There we go.
So game 4 win?
Huh?
Game 4 win now?
Yeah. Yeah.
I asked Bones this, like, the performances Norman Russ gave you, how do you win a game without needing that type of performance in game 4? Because they had great performances for you guys.
One, I think just keep them off the free throw line, not giving them 46 free throws is one way. I think taking care of the basketball is the other way, because they get out in transition, and KD and Book, you know, you have great scores like that, getting easy baskets in transition off live ball turnovers, kind of gets them going. And then just our rebounding. You know, I know we had to go small because the game was, you know, we down 13, we went small and kind of was able to do some things with a small lineup, but we got to be better on rebounding the basketball. And then just, you know, clean up some of our coverages. You know, we made some mistakes that that we can clean up and be better with. So we don't need, I mean, we can get 42 from Norm and 30 and 11 from Russ, that'd be great. But I think we just clean up some things defensively, we can be better. And then offensively, just taking care of the basketball and just keep attacking the paint.
I know they got to the free throw line a ton, but they only made 5 out of 13 mid-range field goals. And how much of that do you attribute to them getting to the line so much, and how much do you attribute that to something that your defense was?
Yeah, I thought our defense was good. I thought our bigs did a good job of being up, you know, with Book and KD, you know, and so when you're up, you know, a lot of times the roll's gonna get behind, they spray it to the corner for threes or, you know, certain little things. But, you know, I think, you know, our physicality was important coming into the series, and I thought we did a good job with that. We just gotta be smart with it, you know, just see how the referees are gonna call the game. And you know, we can't be getting fouls away from the ball, you know, when they're in the bonus already. But off the ball and we got a chance to hit these guys, then we got to hit them. You know, we got to be physical, making sure we're doing all the right things. But then when you get, you know, in a bonus with 9 minutes to go and they are in a penalty, you know, it's kind of tough to kind of stop them because they do put a lot of pressure on you by driving to the basket. So we just got to be smarter.
Do you feel like the turnovers Devin had, he had 6 of them, only 5 assists, do you feel like that was a positive consequence of some of that physicality?
I thought the physicality, I thought, you know, double teaming them, I thought faking at them, getting back, just trying to keep them off balance, you know. And so I thought our guys did a good job, you know, just, you know, trying to keep him off balance, you know, because we know he's dangerous and he can score in bunches. So we want to make sure we lock into him. But now, you know, with Booker, you know, be able to attack on the backside and the things he's been able to do offensively, we got to do a better job with him.
How much do you translate what you did with KD and maybe switch that and give Booker some of the
I mean, they're two different players, you know. I thought, you know, coming to the game, like our game plan was to blitz Booker and try to get the ball in his hands, but he's just elusive. You know, he can split the double team, he dribble around the double team, goes before it gets there, rejects. And so we just got to do a better job just, you know, corralling him, not really rushing him where he can try to attack us while we're coming towards him. So we just got to do a better job with that.
So you mentioned pregame that Rocco and Marcus Green get a shot with Kawhi and PG being down. Rocco checked in there to start the second, but didn't check in after only, I think, 4 minutes. What was it about that matchup in particular that you kind of just didn't want to go back to him in that game?
We'll see tomorrow.
Like, KD really hasn't had that KD signature type of game, I would say. I mean, do you feel that he has yet? What have you guys been able to do? I mean, what have you seen from him? Has it been more so your defense, or have you seen him maybe just try to fit more with that team?
I think more so fit in with the team.
That is hurt.
What? Yeah, I think more so fitting in with the team, just trying to read the defenses, you know, make the right play.
Do you have any update on Kawhi?
No.
With Norm, since you've gotten to know him over the years, I know this precedes him joining the Clippers, but your relationship, but was there anything that you, from your experience with him, conversations you've had, just watching him over the years, that gave you confidence that if you put him in a tough situation like last night, he could respond the way he did when you guys needed it?
I think just his work ethic. I think the work he puts in every single day, and, you know, we try to save him from himself, but he works out every single day, like never takes days off. And him and AJ, Diggs, they work, you know, that's what they do. And so when you have a guy that works that hard, you love to see him, you know, do well and play well. And he's going to play well. When you put that kind of work in and every single day, just grinding every single day, you're going to play well. And so I was just happy for him last night, and just continue to keep playing the same way, being aggressive, attacking the basket, taking his threes, making plays for other guys, and we're going to need it again tomorrow.
When he was a kid, he said that he would go to a court behind his house, like a liquor store court, and he would pretend he was Kobe. Has he ever talked to you about what it was like to be Kobe's teammate, what you saw from his work ethic?
Yeah, we talked about that a few times.
Anything you gave him about the things you've seen him not pick up as a result of that?
That he's not picked up?
No, anything that you told him about what you saw from Kobe that he's picked up?
Yeah, I think Kobe just the hard work, and we both live in Vegas, so he works out at 6 in the morning. I'm not getting up in the summertime at 6 in the morning. But I told him about Kobe, if you want to go watch his workouts, you got to be in the doors at 4:30. He started his workouts at 5. And so I think just taking on that mindset of just, wanting to be great and working hard, he definitely picked that up.
I know you don't have an update on Kawhi, but considering the quick turnaround between yesterday and tomorrow, do you have a with Kawhi game plan and a without Kawhi game plan?
Yeah, I got a little time now to do that, yes.
Are you preparing as if that you're not going to have them, and if you do, it's an
I'm preparing for both.
What's going to be your message to the team just to get them mentally right for this 12:30 game, perhaps without Kawhi?
Just do what we did last game. Just be a little smarter. I think the biggest thing is taking care of the basketball. Continue to attack the paint, attack these guys, and then our physicality. I know they shot 46 free throws, but we got to be physical with this team. We can't let them roam free and move freely. And we've done a good job with that. Just being smarter, like not fouling, 40 feet away from the basket in the bonus, things like that. But, we got to be physical. And then we just got to cut down some of our game plan mistakes, which I know we'll do better with tomorrow.
Do you worry that they feel like we gave them maybe our best shot without Kawhi the other night?
No, I don't worry about that. No.
You guys have always.
I hope Devin Booker thinks that give us 45, give us his best shot, and they won by 5. So, just being ready to go tomorrow.
With that small group, I saw even with them struggling with the rebound, obviously that was going to be a problem. You were still, I saw you sidelines clapping them up, even just with them trying to tap rebounds to each other, battling, putting bodies on Ayton. How much did you like their effort on the glass, even with them being so small?
I loved it. I thought, it was funny because I was talking to Bones that he got caught on Ayton Biombo every season. It seemed like he's the one that got caught in rotation on those guys, but he tried to battle. I thought T-Man and Russ did a good job coming back, trying to get some back taps, and we was just trying to get the game back in our favor. And I thought the small line did a good job of just, like I said, being physical, trying to do what we can do. Defensively, being able to scramble and fire and rotate, and then offensively being able to attack the basket, get open shots. And so, it was good to see those guys play the way they did.
That lineup played, I think, from the 9-minute mark all the way down. They were plus 10 at one point when you guys had a one-possession game. What made you want to go to that lineup?
I go to anything. You just got to find something that works. If something's not working, you got to be able to do different things. And so, just something to try to change the game. And so that's what we did. And like I said, those guys came in, competed, they played hard, they played fast. I love what they did defensively. Just we couldn't rebound the basketball as well as we wanted to. But just, throughout the course of the game, you got to be able to do different things and have different adjustments. And I thought our guys have been really good at doing that.
One thing you guys surprised in actually in game 2 or the Suns did is in pick and roll, DA, and also with Ball. So I'm wondering what exactly do you see happen in game 3 that you're going to try to apply to game 4 to stop that switching and everything?
Say it again.
When Chris Paul and they tried in the pick and roll in the 2-man game in game 2, and then what changed in game 3 and then switching everything that you're trying to apply to game 4 and stopping that?
We just try to give CP different looks. I thought did a good job of switching the times with the 5, sometimes going under, just trying to give him different looks so he couldn't get comfortable. And like I said, when you're dealing with 3 great players, they've seen probably pretty much every defense you can possibly see, and so you don't want to show them the same steady diet or the same thing. So we just try to mix up coverages and just try to keep them all balanced as much as possible.
In the last 48 hours or so, has there been a moment in particular where Russ's spirit, his energy has helped you guys?
It's been phenomenal. Without Kawhi and without PG, he gives us the belief that we can win, and he's doing a good job with our young guys, just instilling that confidence in those guys, and doing it by example, but also talking to the guys. But when he's guarding KD, the block shots from behind, the rebounds, the guarding Booker, and just how hard he plays every single night. That's the energy we need, and he's giving these young guys the belief that we can win, and so that's good for us.
On that defense from behind, obviously that's been working really well for you guys. But just as a coach, what's your philosophy on those types of gambles? And then do you also try to find ways to change the scheme at all to mitigate the risk of those as well?
Not as far as the gamble. I'm talking about the block shots from behind, the rear view contest. When they go up to shoot their pull up jump shots, he blocked one of CP's. Last night, he blocked a couple of KDs, in the first couple of games. And just the pursuit of just keep coming from behind because they're a mid-range shooting team. So if our bigs are up like they're supposed to be and they go to shoot their shot, our guards can come from behind and contest those shots from behind.
Okay. But then does someone like Zoo or whoever might be guarding on the ball, then they kind of have it in mind that Russ is going to be back to the contest, or they?
It should be everybody, not just Russ. It should be all of our guards. Keep pursuing, keep coming, and so our bigs are going to be up. But KD, Book, and CP are great mid-range shooters, so our guards have to keep coming, keep pursuing, and try to get those block shots or at least challenge so it's on their mind when they're coming.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's get ready for Hoop Jab.